Well, good afternoon, everyone. Another day. I'm wearing matching logos today. See, Marshall, Marshall. Anyway, being goofy today. This week's been a very interesting week. Good week. Thanks everyone again for the support. The views are going up. I'll let everyone know when we get to 1,000 views, but that's coming up pretty quick. Thanks to all you guys. So again, wonderful. That's cool. Today is chapter 11, and it's the year 1971. And this is a Mannheim American High School, hash pipes, and more. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. This is my second year in Germany, and we moved from the apartment in Worms out to a 3-bedroom house in a little town called Lorsch. Just a little bit south, I think, of Worms. I made 2 new German friends, one of which was Wolfgang, and the other one was Klaus. Now, Wolfgang lived in the house right behind us, so we were pretty close friends. And he would often, on Friday nights, would take me to the local, cafe, and we'd, hang out with some friends of his, and he would buy me a lemon Coke. So it was Coke with a little bit of lemon in it. So it was really good. And, got to know some of his friends. And the really cool part is that many of you don't know that the Germans actually learn English in gymnasium. So, us being American slackers, we didn't have to really learn German because they learned it. And of course, I picked up some things along the way, German, but, it wasn't ultra necessary to learn German, but we had other stuff going on. But that made the communication between me and Klaus and Wolfgang a lot easier to communicate. So one of the things that was really funny about Wolfgang is that, I hope you guys can see him. I might have to move the camera a little bit. But one of the things they used to do was the German youngsters really didn't support Hitler, and for obvious reasons. And so one of the things that Wolfgang would do, I'm going to have to move the camera real fast for you so you guys can see this, because you get full frontal of this. Okay, so let me move the camera. And so what he would do, oops, kind of wonky here, sorry. So what he would do, he would say, Hitler, so high stands the German shit. I love that. He was so funny. So that's one of the things he used to do to kind of crack me up. This is actually also the first year that I really got into my musical life. I was already playing a little bit of acoustic along the time, and so I started learning electric guitar. And one thing that really baffled me at this time, and luckily for me, I've kind of figured it out a little bit, as a lot of you guys know, is that I was thinking to myself, God, how do those guys play all those notes? I'm just going like, there's a million notes, and how do they know that? So, again, I continued to play acoustic guitar, and I had some support of some wonderful friends there, the AYA, and what they would do, they would invite me to their parties, and I would play for everyone. I sometimes would play for like, God, 2 or 3 hours straight, and just kind of hang out and talk, and that taught me a really valuable lesson as far as playing in front of people, because it made me feel really comfortable, and I wasn't afraid to play in front of people, and it helped me get my chops up because I was playing, a lot. So that was, I think, all you guys at Mannheim that knew me, that supported me, and that was a very important instrumental part of my musical growing. So switching gears a little bit. This is also the year that actually started smoking hash. So this is getting to the good stuff. So what we did was, the day that I first did that, we all went out to a little wooded area, which was about 10 minutes away from school. And I didn't start with pot like most people in the United States. I went, straight for the heavy duty smoke. And so how we did that back in those days was we had a pipe, a regular pipe, and we would take tobacco out of a cigarette and put it into the pipe to allow the hash to burn correctly, and then we put the hash in and we would smoke the pipe. Now, keeping in mind the previous drug debacle in the previous chapter with the army and the Spanish Inquisition, so of course I felt I needed to kind of be kept on the radar for the most part. And so what does a guy like me do, to kind of keep on the radar? Of course, I joined a school mandated high school mandated drug program called Drug Stop. Yeah, right. So that was basically a bunch of kids that advocated non-drug use. The perfect subterfuge, right? I'm so under the radar, I don't even know it. So, okay, kids, story time, right? Okay, so one morning I got to school and I went to my first period class, right? It was just like any other day, it's around 10 o'clock. One of my friends, Janelle, got me and a bunch of other guys and, headed up to the second floor bathroom to smoke some hash, right? And so got to the bathroom, we lit it up, and the smoke was really, really thick and heavy smoke. And so I said, what kind of hash is this, Janelle? He goes, this is Black Afghanistan hash. And so I took a couple of hits and I realized I was totally fucked up. I mean, I was like just really messed up. And thinking back to that time and the other stuff that I've done throughout my life, I was definitely felt like I was on like an acid trip, because it was that mind bending. And so after we got high, we headed downstairs to our second period class, which was concert choir, with Miss Busby, which was a great class, because you didn't have to study, just kind of chill and sang, and it was pretty low pressure kind of a class. And so on our way down to Miss Busby's class, we were walking down the stairs. I'll never forget this. We were walking down the stairs, and coming toward me was a teacher named Mr. Martin, and he was one of the teachers that facilitated the drug stop program. He's walking toward us, right? So I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, I'm pretty fucked up, and he says, so I said, hi, good morning, Mr. Martin, Mr. Cherries. And in those days, as that stuff was pretty bad. It was almost hallucinogenic, and it really shifts your perception of what reality is, okay? It really distorts your reality. And so, as I walked by, he said, good morning, Craig. And it's almost like, good morning, we know you're really, really high, right? And so in my perspective, I was pretty messed up. And the look on his face kind of said, Craig's pretty high. In my mind, I thought he is. He probably didn't know any difference, but like I said, perception of reality is always changed when you're on drugs. And so at that moment, I said, and I just kept walking by, And so we walked into the choir room, and one of my good friends, Gloria, she was at the door. We all of us walked in. She was like, "Smell like y'all been doing a ton of smoke." So just oh man, we must be really gone. So anyway, folks, that's it for today. So there's going to be some more drug stories and everything, but I just want to share this one little piece with you. I hope you enjoyed it. And for those of you that relived that, thanks for getting back to me on Facebook and with the hash stories. Oh yeah, I remember that. I did that. So thanks for the cred. So again, you guys are awesome. Hopefully today is going to be a little bit different with the end credits. I'm going to try to make sure everyone gets a little bit of 30 seconds of fame at the end credits. So see your name up there, and thanks for all the support and feedback. And obviously don't forget to subscribe and support. We want to get those views up to 2,000. So I mean, or the subscription up to 2,000 anyway. So anyway, great. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks. Bye.